Many people these days are really interested in trying art, and they want to get started with some art at home, do it as a hobby. And then I get a lot of requests for like, how do I start? I just want to get started at home. And I also have, on the other hand, a few friends where sometimes I tell them, hey guys, do you want to hang out this evening and paint? And for many of them, it's like, oh God, paint. That's like the last thing I want to do. It makes me so stressed. Like, why would I want to do that in my free time? So there's both sides of this story that I've heard. And of course, one of the things that art does is it's a great stress buster. It relieves us of stress. But more than that, there's so much more to art that people have been using different kinds of creative expression for so many years. One thing that it does is it really brings you into the present moment. So it helps you to focus on being right here, right now, with this particular color that I'm using, with this particular medium. It takes us out of these many thought patterns that just run through our brain all the time and brings us into this moment, brings us into our heart. And I love an approach of art, which is what I share, which allows for the expression of the soul. It allows for the expression of an energy to come forth without it needing to look a certain way. The moment you start thinking like, I can't create art, like I've just never been good at it, or my teacher told me this at school, that's a common one. There are so many people who feel that way, and they get really stressed about like, if I have to make art, I don't know where to begin, and I can't make something that looks nice. And that's so sad, because art isn't about this expression, this beautiful masterpiece that comes forth. Creativity, art is about putting out creative energy in what we do in life. Many companies these days are really trying to encourage creative activities, creative expression. Creativity isn't for some select few people who know how to use a paintbrush, or who know how to work with color, or who know how to play a musical instrument. Creativity is for everybody. It's a way we approach our lives. It's a way we go through experiences. In say, I have to make a meal for my family. Okay, great, but do I have to make that meal the same way every time? Or is there something I can do each time to put this fresh energy into it? To put that fresh, joy and enthusiasm? Because the more we work with energy, we start to realize that people can feel the energy that we put out, in whether it's into a meal, or whether it's into an art piece, whether it's into a project at our work. So learning to work with this energy is so important for all of us. And that's what art can do for us. And that's why I am so excited to share, this approach of art where you don't have to do a painting that looks a certain way or create a masterpiece, but you just have to have that spirit to play, to have fun, to try, to just allow whatever to emerge. And that can be so powerful, because it helps us activate an energy of creativity in us. We start bringing that into everything in our lives. And then the outcome doesn't matter so much, because we start to understand that we're putting out a fresh creative energy every time into whatever we do.